And he was saying how relieved he was to be liberated by the British,
right,
and not by the Russians. But for many, many, many people, they were living in fear, weren't they, of the Russians coming?
Yes. Actually, I'll just say this. We reached the Elbe River in late February. April. And we beat the Russians there. And we actually had a rocket division that sent people over to, they wanted to surrender to somewhere.
Yep.
And so my regiment accepted 11,000 rocket division.
And these were the rockets being fired.
These were the guys those are the rockets that were fired, and these were the experts, and they surrendered to our regiment, and it took us 2 days to get them all over the river. And not only them, but all the Germans were coming over that river, and civilians, because they did not want to be captured by the Russians because of the treatment the Russians had prior to that. Yes.
And then VE Day. VE Day, where were you on VE Day when it all ended?
We had a forest we had to clear. We sort of removed the people say, how did I celebrate? We were still collecting prisoners and Germans and so forth. Besides that, it wasn't that you celebrate with. We're out in the field. but we were glad that it was over. But we were a little bit apprehensive because we knew now there's a good chance we'd have been sent to the Pacific. But instead, we were sent to the Bremerhaven enclave, and we were on occupation for 6 months before it was my turn to go home.
I mean, was it shocking to see the devastation in German cities, to see what had happened?
It was. I had a mission where I delivered prisoners later on through Hamburg, and it was nothing but brick and mortars for mile after mile after mile. It was another case where the 8th Air Force did a great job for us, and they were told what to bomb, and some people said, shouldn't have bombed this. They bombed where the factories, the ball bearing factories, and the factories they were doing, supplying the outfits that did the most damage to us,
Does mankind ever learn, Steve? Do we ever learn?
No, I don't think so. And I live apprehension about what's going on right now, because I just have a sort of a feeling that this is almost a repeat of 1939.
With Putin taking more ground?
Yes, each time. A little bit at a time, and challenging us, and we're sort of backing off. We don't know where to go, or this and that. We can't send this. I would send it all. You can't fight a war with them doing everything they want, and we're supposed to be restricted. But I'm not in charge.
You've got your shame you're not, really, because I'm not sure Mr. Biden's in charge at times. Are you?
Yeah.
I mean, the withdrawal from Afghanistan and